This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, so I wanted to talk on something that it's something that don't really matter, but I guess to some people it matters. But anyways, it would like culture, approach. Wait, what is that? It? No, cultural appropriation takes place when a member of a majority group adopt culture elements of a minority group and exploit to disrespect. Okay, so yeah, culture appropriation. Okay, there we go. I had to make sure because now I had to see it before I say it, because if I just said it, I probably would have just said whatever. So, but anyways, culture appropriation. So pretty much it's when somebody, all right, so pretty much this video that I will be using as an example, but also there's, no. I actually want to go to one of the first few times somebody had approached me over a culture appropriation, and it was my friend Jack at the cafe. And I remember there was a day I think I had walked in and he was all he was asking me, because I guess he must have seen something the night before or whenever, but he was all hey, how would you feel if I had came in the next day wearing dreads? Now, with stuff like that, to me, I'm I'm not gonna care. You want to have dreads, you could very well have dreads. That is your decision. That is your prerogative. I'm not gonna get in the mix of that. My thing is this. I'm not one of those people that approaches others and feel I need to criticize them on however they look. Because I'm fam, if they went through all this time, trouble, and effort to look that way, why should I have a say-so on how that person looks? So at the time being, when he asked me, I was I wouldn't care. I was I think I'd be more so surprised, because it's you that's doing it. So I'm yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily care. It's something where I'm that's your decision. And so I'm it ain't got nothing to do with me. And so then he explained it to me, I think, how he's seen a video or post or something where somebody was talking on how it's wrong for white people to have dreads and black hairstyles and stuff. And my thing is this, it's okay, it's one thing if they're going around telling the world that they're black when they're not. It's one thing when they go around the world acting black and they're not. But if they're just having a hairstyle, fam, that's not my opinion on that is that's not going to define their character. Now, there have been people out there that I've came across throughout my lifetime where they're more so culture appropriation by just the way that they're acting. And I'm fam, and they get around me and they act that way. They want to act like a black person and stuff. And I know people will probably ask that question where it's how does a black person act? I think everybody, for the most part, you'll be able to tell the difference between a black person and a white person. Now, there's some times where it's it gets mixed in and stuff, and then, yeah, you can't really tell the difference. It's a 50-50 chance on whether that person's going to be acting white, acting black, and then they're black and what, their skin is actually, black or white. 50-50 chance, you ain't going to really know and stuff. So, but no, there's people where it's clearly they're not black, but it's they act like movie characters. You know, and I think that's what a lot of times, like, people that really be cultural appropriation, they no, they'll watch like some black movies. They'll be like, oh, let me sit down and watch Menace to Society, Friday, Boys in the Hood. Let me think of some like modern movies. Freaking dang, I'm trying to think of some, like, they don't really be making like black movies like how they did back in the 90s. Back in the 90s, they were making black movies left and right, but no, they don't really be doing that nowadays. I'm like, huh? I mean, they do in some cases, but it don't hit like how the 90s movies used to hit and stuff. But anyways, but no, it's like they sit down, they watch movies like that, and then they'll come up to me and then they start like acting different, and I'm like, fam, what's wrong with you? Like, there's this one girl I remember I went to school with where she would carry on that way. I don't think she carries on that way now, because I was like, I think the last time I seen her, she kind of had like an angry look about her and stuff, and so I was like, I ain't gonna approach her. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go and just stay over here, just mind my business and stuff. I ain't gonna cross in that path and things. But no, like, every day, bro, when I would see this girl, oh my God. There was times where I'm like, fam, give it a break. Like, you really need to stop it. Like, that's something. And the thing is this, I don't even think she had realized that. And I don't even know if she even really be talking to people like that from high school. Cause I'm like, I don't know. Cause I don't really be talking to her like that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. But my thing is this. I do feel that a lot of people were only friends with her because of the way that she was acting, and they found it funny. They wasn't hanging out with her because they genuinely cared about her and stuff. They were hanging out with her just because of how because that's how I knew of her, because of how the way she acted. And that was literally like, bro, and that's the sad reality of it, is that the conversation about her is that she acts black. We don't know anything about this girl's personal life. We don't know anything about the stuff that she likes and dislikes. They like, and not even trying to sound like disrespectful, but nobody didn't really care about who she really was. Because I feel like, no, there was definitely like a mask like that. It was a black mask that was covering her and stuff. And I'm like, fam, you don't need to. The thing is this, I guess, like, with the mindset that I have now, if I could go back in time and change things, I think the conversations would be that, you know, you don't have to act a certain way around me. It's like, whatever you're interested in, I'm like, fam, I support that, you know. And I think I've always have been a supportive person. It's just the words didn't, you know, just didn't necessarily come out the way that it was supposed to and stuff. But no, it's like, I definitely would have. I wish I could have went back and been like, hey, like, you ain't gotta act like that around me, you know. Like, there's even at times where I am around black people and I'm like, fam, why is y'all yelling? Like, can y'all just calm down? What is the issue? I'm like, fam, everybody just chill, relax. That's like when I'm hanging out with my, like, you know, like, yeah, black people and stuff, friends, family, and I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on here? I'm like, everybody needs to calm down. Okay, let's sit down and read a book or something. But I'm like, y'all need to chill, all right? So, but no, it's like, on a serious note, I just felt like, why? You know, like, why? And so as the time did go on, I know I was like, I didn't really associate with her as much. But then there's even other people that I went to school with where it was like, you know, they would carry on the same way and stuff. That girl, I'm not going to say, like, you know, like, what her actual race was, just for, you know, her protection and things, because I know there might be some friends and like, oh, were you talking about, and maybe some might be able to pick up on it and things, but if not, then yeah, it's just going to remain a mystery. But no, there was other kids that besides her that I went to school with where it was like they carried on the same way, and then just even like outside of school, and then it's like with content creating, freaking what else, just, you know, I'm trying to think, did I ever come across anybody at my old job that act black? Because I'm trying to think, I don't remember. If they did, I really do not remember. I think for the most part, because I think for the most part that job, it didn't really require you to act like that and stuff. There was even some black people that was there, they didn't act like, you know, like, the black people from Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society. But it's like, no, I think for the most part, there are people in this world where it's like, even if they are a particular race, that's just not who their character is. Because I'm like, fam, I don't know how many times it's like, you know, you see like a black person, it's like, I know there'd be people out there where it's all like, don't forget where you came from, or, you know, like, but, and they're saying that because it's like, oh, like, this black person don't really want to associate with other black people and things. When you see them, they always hanging out with, like, a crowd of white people and stuff. My thing is this, it's like, fam, if that's what they want to do, and that's the thing where it's all like, I know people probably ask me like, you don't find that weird. I'm like, that is that person's lifestyle. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That is, if they want to hang out with a crowd of white people, fam, that's on them. That ain't got what my thing is this, and that's just talking to people out there. When you see other people, you know, doing some culture appropriation stuff, why should it concern you? You know, because, and that was one of the main motivations behind this podcast episode, was this video that I saw not too long ago. And there was my friend that had, I think she either was responding to it, or I think she was responding to it on Twitter and now X. But no, she was I think she was like talking like how the woman was like literally putting her hands on this guy because he was wearing dreads. And so that's what the video was. The girl's like sitting there like trying to barricade this man from like going on and walking on about his day and stuff, right? And she's over there getting on him about like having dreads, and the guy's trying to just go on about his business, and she's grabbing onto him and stuff, like trying to, and it's stuff like that where it's like, ma'am, now, if this guy would have been crazy and he would have pulled out a gun, a knife, and was overall, like, you know, trying to end yours, like, in your life and things, it's like, fam, you have to understand that you can't be approaching people like that just because they wearing dreads, or if their clothes is, you know, they wearing clothes like how like some black person would in a movie and things. I'm like, fam, if that's the lifestyle that they want to live, that is a lifestyle that they are very well going to live. They have every God-given right to live whatever lifestyle that they want to live. If it's gonna get them in trouble, then fam, they gonna have to face them consequences when them consequences show up. But at the end of the day, if my thing is this, there's probably black people all across the world where stuff like that doesn't bother them. And that's why I'm even doing this podcast episode in the first place, because it's like, look, black people, white people, Asian people, Hispanic people, whoever, whatever, I'm saying at the end of the day, you have to understand that there's going to be people that see your culture and they're going to want to be a part of that. But in reality, they can't be a part of it because their origins isn't from that culture. So that's why I'm like, yeah, from me, you don't see me trying to be a part of no white culture. I might want to learn about the white culture. There might be some things I find interesting in white culture or Hispanic culture or Indian culture or freaking Asian culture, whatever. But I'm like, the thing is this, I find that stuff interesting. I carry on, you know, that knowledge. But at the end of the day, it's just my thing is this, I more so use it as if there's ever a time where I'm in a conversation and we talking about different cultures, at least I have something to bring to the table. But my thing is this, I'm not, I guess speaking for myself, because I know people probably ask, like, why haven't I done no culture appropriation stuff? Because it don't mean, that's not who I am. That's not my character. That's not I like being me. I like acting like me, and acting like me, I feel like it isn't really nothing tied to it. You know, there's probably people out there where it's all like, oh, he don't act black enough. And then there's people where it's all like, they just hear my voice and they hear how I talk, and then they, you know, they see me and they're like, nope, he's black. So my thing is this, there's going to be people all across the world that's going to have a different opinion about me. I can't stop that. I don't even want to stop that. If people are going to have a different opinion about me, that's on them. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm living my life. This is the life that I want to live. And if I want to improve or make changes, do things differently, whatever the situation is, I'm like, bruh, that's why I have the pen and paper. And I can write down whatever I want to write down in my life. But I'm not going to be like, oh, let me copy and paste this and then just, you know, just start going off of that script. That ain't my script. That ain't my life. So that's why I'm like, when you know, people are like, you know, oh, you don't act black enough. Like, I ain't heard where people then said dumb stuff like that to me, where it's all like, I don't act black enough. Like, oh, I'm taking your black card. And I'm like, fam, my thing is this, you know, on some serious stuff. Let's say if it was, you know, me and you, we're in a car. and one of those like cops that be in those like news like stories and things where they had killed some black person because my life felt like I felt that I was in danger. Me and you are in the car. Let's just say whoever the other person is, they're a white person, and I'm in the car with them, right? Now, let's say who I am right now, that's the same person that I'm in the car. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do no crazy nothing. I ain't got no criminal record, none of that, all right? But the friend that I'm with, let's just say they have a full-blown gun in the car, all right? They got drugs. They got freaking, alcohol. They got all these different things. If it's one of those cops that they feel that when they see a black person and they feel that their life is in danger, bruh, I'm going to be the one on the news. And then it's going to be that friend where they're all like, oh, I was the one that had all that stuff. Tyler, he was a chill guy. I don't want that to be the conversation. I don't even want to even have that conversation right now because it's weird. But that's the thing, though, as a black person, that's the mindset that you have. That's the scary reality. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen to other people, because, yeah, I've heard stories where it's all like, white people, freaking a bunch of people. I'm saying where it's like you hear where they go through some stuff with cops, right? But at the end of the day, when there's something that if I'm going to relate to on the news, it's going to be when I see people like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Michael Brown. What was that one 12-year-old kid? I think he had like a toy gun or something like that. Him. Freaking, what was the one guy? I think he was in Chicago, because I remember that one rapper, Vic Mensa, made a song about the situation, how the guy was like shot 16 times or something. And it's that's like that stuff that I can relate to, so it's all like, the thing is this, I feel like that with cultures, there's always like this hidden line where people, and that's where it's like, it's only meant for that culture. That hidden line is like, that's like where it's like when you see some stuff on TV or when you watch a movie or whatever, it's like if that's stuff that you relate to, then that's stuff that you relate to. Some people may be able to fill that line, and then there are some where they might not be able to fill that line. But the thing is this, they're their own person. You are your own person. Worry about yourself and stop worrying about other people. And life, my thing is this, life would be so much easier, because I guarantee and I promise you, that girl that was in that video grabbing a hold of that man, right? Well, I wonder whatever happened on that situation. If black woman stopping man for wearing dreads. Investigating. No, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, is this it? No, this is it. No, yeah, this is. Oh, this happened back in 2016. Oh, this was a long time ago. I didn't realize that it was that long ago. Huh, that's crazy. I thought this was like there's like they don't even like say her name or anything, cuz yeah, I'm like I don't know if she faced any like jail time over it. There's like SFSU investigating. I think that's the college that they were at. Oh, is this her? There's like is this her name? I think this might be her name and stuff. Or no, who is this? I'm trying to I'm just seeing all these different things, and it's like they're not really explaining. Oh no, I think that no, that is her and stuff. And then I think they're just people that's not using her name, but it's like she got like a whole like, there's like Everipedia or something like that. But let's see, I don't know if she ever did face any jail time over it, but it's like it could have been a situation where she could have faced some jail time over it and stuff. So yeah, it's like people need to understand that others, they ain't got nothing to do with you. So my thing is this, white people, because no, the funny thing is about it, and that's actually the what I was gonna say. Now, to a black person, right? let's say you have blonde hair, because I know there was that one time where I was rocking blonde hair, right? But let's just say you got blonde hair and you're out somewhere minding your own business, hanging out with some friends, hanging out with some family, just doing something, right? A white person walks up on you, okay? You're a black person, you got blonde hair. White person walks up on you and they talking about that's not your natural hair color. Okay, and I paid for this hair color. So unless you want to reimburse me my money, I'm like, fam, I'm rocking this hairstyle and stuff. And they're cornering you. They're trying to they standing out in front of you. Now, I know that there are some violent black people out there where they don't be playing around like that. So yeah, let's say you're one of those violent black people in the same, because I don't want to say the opposites, because I know there'll probably be some dude out there like, man or woman, I'll punch him in their face. And I'm like, okay, don't do that to yourself. Don't mess around and go to prison and get set up on some dumb stuff. But let's say it's somebody of the same sex. They walk up on you and they talking about you need to get rid of that blonde hairstyle. You're looking at them like, okay, this person is weird. This person is on drugs. Something's wrong with them. I'm just going to walk. And they're grabbing a hold of you. They done grabbed a hold of your arm, right? Talking about, no, you're not going anywhere until you get rid of that hairstyle. Then that's when you guys start, because even I would swing on somebody if they did some stuff like that. I'm like, no, you trying to, my thing is this, if you try to get yourself put in the hospital, yeah, you found the right way of doing it and things. I can tell you got something going on, but I'm not like, the thing is I don't want to hurt that person, but it's like, if you keep provoking me, you gonna mess around and get hurt. So I think it's best if you just leave me alone, sir. And I'm like, then if it's a woman, I'm like, nah. I'm like, ma'am, stop it. Unless it's like freaking some Ronda Rousey type woman, she puts me in a hold, then that's when I gotta slam her into something. I'm like, I don't want to physically put hands on her, but I'm like, if she got me in some weird arm bar, chokehold type stuff, right? Yeah, I gotta lift her up and slam her into a wall, because I'm like, no, ma'am, you're crazy. I'm making sure I aim for the head, because I'm like, you definitely need some sense knocked into you. But yeah, people, you gotta understand that, there's gonna be people interested in particular cultures and stuff. So yeah, it's my thing is this, it's I wonder how Asian people feel, where it's they see people of the opposite race, and then they be out there, because I ain't seen, bro, there's the one guy where he was getting surgeries to make himself Korean, because he said he identifies as a Korean person. And I'm like, when I saw that, now it's stuff like that where it's okay, that's just silly, but my thing is this, if he's watching animes, if he's reading books about the Korean culture, what else? I don't know, movies, music, whatever the situation is, if he's just, just learning, okay, that's one thing. But when it's you're actually trying to, and I feel that's different, because I know people would try to compare that. It's well, what's different from the dreads? And then, getting, the thing is this, you're paying money, all right, to go and look Korean. To get dreads, it don't really cost that much, and I don't think a money factor. I ain't hit my microphone, but I don't think money factors should really matter in a situation like this. It's it's one thing where it's, again, getting back to acting black, and then trying to and I feel with dreads, it's yeah, you can look white and still have dreads, because I ain't seen some dudes and women out there with dreads, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see a black person. I never did see a black person. But it's if the thing is this, if that person is painting skin, or it's paint, because there's that one girl that was she got called out some time ago, where she was trying to, there was a couple of people, because there's the one social media influencer, Whoa Vicky, she was trying to go and talk about how she was black. And when you see pictures of that girl when she was a kid, and it's clearly you're a white woman. I'm so that, but no, even then there was the one, I can't remember what she was doing, but wasn't she a part of the NCAA or something? No, that's freaking the okay, hold on, because I'm the NCAA, that's college. I'm that's not, no, that's, I was the NC National, no. In NAACP, I was bro, they just got, it's too many N's and A's, bro, but, woman pretending to be black. Yeah, there was all her, yeah, she got called out for that. She was she went and changed her name and everything. That's crazy. And yeah, she was really trying to look like a black person, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, again, you could be able to see, like, when a person is, like, you know, but she has a brother. Let's see what her brother, what he look like. Yeah, her brother, he looks like a white person. I'm like, and that's, it ain't like nothing like disrespectful. Like, ain't nothing wrong looking white, but it's like, I think I said that earlier. It's like you can tell the difference between, you know, somebody that's acting and they're actually black. Or yeah, somebody that's black and then somebody that's acting and, you know, trying to look like it and stuff. But yeah, it's like, bruh, when you're crossing into that territory, it's like, yeah, no, you're not going to be able to relate to a lot of different things. It's like you're trying to pretend and act, but it's like to relate. And I think somebody with like dreads, they just like the hairstyle. They're not trying to pretend or act black. So yeah, there's people out there, it's like they need to know the difference between that stuff. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. And if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you are purchasing any energy drinks from Rogue Energy, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off your next purchase. Follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.